Hello and welcome to a very sunny Brickright video. If you haven't, there's a previous video to this about setting out all the groundwork and everything, so go back for stage one and have a little look at that before you look at this one. This video is going to be all about setting out the bricklaying in conjunction with our patio, our heights, our levels, our squares, our bond, everything to do with that, and then obviously later on the steps as well. So we'll crack it off by how have we set this out. So based on the previous video, we had this peg, and I won't go too much on about it because you've got to go back and watch it. 150 mil below ground for 2 courses to get up to ground level for the finished patio. We know that's where the concrete's been put in as. Now the way we got this line is, that line represents where our bricklaying is going to be going, is we've worked out from the house our drainage and 5 full tiles for our porcelain, and then we've drawn a line, we've accounted for the joints and everything, we've squared this side off the house and we've squared that side off the house, which now means this line will equate to work our bond for our patio, and it'll work out square off the house, and we've got our height set out. Now I've also, from the corner of the coin of the brickwork up to there, I've worked my bond out. How have we set that out? So when you're doing yours, right, what I would recommend, these slabs are 900 mil, right? So what I'd recommend is if you go off there, so we know a half bond is going to go in there, half a slab and then a full slab. So our slabs are 900. So you'll have a 450 cut and you'll have a 900 long slab in this bit. So this one is going to become a full 900 slab. So if you measure off there, 900 to here, and account for your joints, 5 mil and 5 mil either side of the slab, strike a line, and then all we did is we put a square on this out to here and run a line along the square, which now means that this line is now parallel off the conservatory, which is also square off the house, because we've checked it with our big square off the house. So that's square. So we've tracked this line all the way up. So now what you've got, your brickwork is set out. It's got full slabs from the house to the brickwork here. And when you're coming up here, the slabs will work out tight to the wall, no cuts, right? So I've also chased the bonds of the brickwork from this up to here, Freight. Follow me up to here. So when we get up to this point, the brickwork works out full bricks. No 3/4, no split bonds, no queen's closures, nothing. It look really nice, all stretcher bond, right? So when we get to this bit, if you come a bit closer, what we've got to do, customer didn't want this wall taken down here, this wall here, right? So we've had to keep that because he's worried about the banking coming in. 7 full slabs out, and the closest we could get it was a 400 cut to make it work for this and to make it work for our bonds. We've clarified that with the client, and we've also, what we did, look, if you turn around, see the conservatory there where the board's up against. So we took a measurement off that conservatory on the left hand side up to here. Say it was 4 meters 125, I think it was, wasn't it? 4 meters 125 here, 4 meters 125 here, drawn a line in the ground. And once I've done that, we know where the bond is for the patio slabs. We've got a 400 mil cut. Then I've chased the bond with the bricklaying from there to the back, and that pretty much works bricks. So maybe a bit complicated and a bit confusing for the DIYers, but I hope you followed. So it's important when you get to this bit, you don't just go gung-ho, checking your brickwork where you've dug your trenches out. If you need to move your brickwork or you need to move the bonds to enable it to work full slabs, I think that works best. So it's taken us quite a long time to get the client out and to get us happy with everything and know where everything's going. So we've ticked that box now. You want a spot, which is for your mortar. You want bricks, spot, bricks, spot. So you're always there, and you're always never far away from bricks and mortar, and that applies all the way around. So we've got that set out. Fraser's done a 4-in-1 mix in the mixer, 4 sand, 1 cement, a little bit of plasticizer, mixed it so the mix is nice and fluffy. Now it's hot. So what we're going to do, and if it's hot and you're doing, a top tip for you, damp your bricks down first. You don't want the moisture evaporating from the water of the mix out, because the mix will then turn and crumble to a powder. So damp your bricks down, make sure you're not putting full bankers on, no full mixes, half mixes. And what we got some Hessian in the van that at the end of the day we're going to soak, we're going to put on the wall so it keeps the evaporation within the brickwork. So be careful laying in hot temperatures. I've waffled enough, let's lay some bricks. So we've now got the 2 courses all the way down there, up here and round the return into the back. So it's absolute, I can't keep saying it's boiling because it'll bore everyone to death, but what we're doing there is literally, and I mean soak them, just laid these and they're already starting to go, so make sure they're wet. And then what we'll do now, plan of attack is get another third course up and then back it up with a course of blocks, and then we're at weep hole height then, so we'll come to that. Whew. Hot enough for you, Frey? Nice, yeah? Who wet these bloody bricks up? Christ, they're too bloody wet now, man. So we're only putting a course on. Oh God. Check your gauge. 225. Happy campers. Plump. This side. Yep. Ooh. Range it in. That's good. And I'll do that one when I come to it. Whew. You can see how dry these are, look, compared to them, and we've wet them as well, haven't we? Pull a line off there now, get them level now. Yep. Yep. Range that in. Happy days. Oh God, so we'll get that done. Another one down there, pull a line on it, and away to go again for the third course. That's ready to go, I ain't, but there we are. Whack a line on him then and run them in, is it? Yeah. Shall we? Yeah. Pub? Yeah. Oh, I thought of the pub, Frey. That was nice, wasn't it? Huh? Just the thought of it. It's not very good weather conditions for a fat, old 51-year-old lard-ass thing, is it? Like you. Right, thought I'd show you a little update. Before we go any further, got some new, we got the 6 foot as well, the 4 foot, 2 foot to 6 foot Stabila levels. These are my go-to levels for bricklaying. They're nice and light. We have been using these, look, the Ox. There's the 6 foot there. Look. We've been using the Ox, we had them as a freebie. They've been pretty good. But these, old school, these are fantastic. Lightweight, brilliant for the for bricklaying. Anyway, that's a little treat for myself and Fraser. So here we are. This is what we got. This is where we're up to. This there, the weep hole. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill the back of the wall up with clean stone. We're going to put a land drain down there and a land drain up here all the way around, which will eventually connect to there. And then any water behind any part of the wall will exit on this little discreet weep hole hidden out the way on the corner. So we're just in the process of building all this up at the front. We're trying to get it up level to the top of this banking, and the banking's like that, so we're probably gonna have to put some steps in it on the wall coming down, and we've set out the steps going up that way. Good morning, you little buggers. Right, so walls partially up, brick and edges on, up to the right heights. Now what I'd like to show you is the drainage behind the wall. So mention that weep hole down there. You could have weep holes every 4 bricks all the way around, but they do look a little bit unsightly. So what we're doing is we've got this land drain, and you come close to this phrase, what you'll see, look, is these little holes, these little perforations in the pipe. So what that'll do, if we put this land drain behind the wall now at this designated level, wrap it in weed membrane so water can pass through but silt and earth can't, that'll mean that the life of the drain will be prolonged by doing that. So we'll wrap it in weed membrane, tape it all up, put it behind the wall, and we'll show you then exactly the process of how we're doing it. And we're just going to get this connected up into there. So basically all the water will go into this drain, flow all the way around, come up to there and come out here, and we'll put one in there as well, which will act as exactly the same thing. So there we go then, land drains in, all taped up, and then the weep hole is here. Look, you can just see it where my finger is there. That's the weep hole there. So all the water will come out of there. So what we'll do now, we'll put some chip-ins on top, and then just fill it all in with earth. If you really got problems with water in your garden, we did a video called The Flooded Masterpiece, so you can go back and have a look at that one, and that takes this process to a bit of another level. Right, here we are, look, filling up the back, you can see that. Fraser's bringing the barrow in, I'm shoveling it from out the front.
You're shoveling out the front.
Pardon?
You're shoveling out the front.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that's a lie. Are you doing the shoveling, the barrowing, raking out?
You absolutely cheeky little git. Do you know, alright, I've actually got people on YouTube saying to me, all the youngsters are doing the work. At the moment, you're the only youngster here. So you're just playing into people's hands, telling them that you're doing all the work, and Fatty's out there working his friggin' fat arse off, just trying to shovel your wheelbarrow in.
We'll have to ask her in the comments. Who do you think's been doing the shoveling?
That's a con, that is, Frey. You know they're all going to agree with you. Well then, ask in the comments then, who do you think is telling the truth? Do you think Fraser's telling the truth and he's doing the shoveling and the wheelbarrowing, and I'm just stood here like a friggin' lemon, pointing? Or do you reckon I'm out the front shoveling as well? Leave them in the comments, and we'll add it all up and see what people think of me then, is it?
Yep.
I am out the front shoveling, Fraser.
Shoveling food into your gob. That's what you've been doing.
This is just getting worse and worse and worse. I'm going to take you out of your inheritance. I will. Right, okay, then I'm going to get back out there and start shoveling then, shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we've got the main section of the wall in done now. Now we're onto the steps, and you could already see that we've sprayed out. So from there to there, that's the one wall coming on your right hand side, and that's the other wall on your left hand side, the two side walls either side of the steps, and these to the middle are the actual steps themselves. So they're 3 steps. So you may ask, how did we get to that? So this is what we've already done. So we've already worked this first step out. An ideal step is 2 courses of bricks, 150 mil, 6 inches. So by the time our porcelain comes up here, we'll have around about the 2 courses. So that's step 1. We've already built that into the wall, coming off the peg that we said in the first place, right? So what you need to do, you need to find out where your finished level is, and in this case it's this brick here. Okay, Frey?
Yeah.
That's that brick there. So you put your level there. Obviously you make sure that your level on the bubble is showing level. We've measured down here, it's 475 mil, right? So we need to make up 475 millimeters, yeah, which is 6 courses of bricks. So just to double check, if you haven't laid bricks before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're out of gauge. That's 470 millimeters there, but 475 millimeters is brick gauge. Okay, so if you do it like this and you use a bit of brickwork on your house or on the wall or something, you'll be able to get it into your head to work out a little bit easier. So that's where you need to come to your 475. So if you do it like this, like you think, right, I've got 475 mil, how many courses of bricks do I need? Based on the fact that it's 2 courses of bricks per step, right? So 475 is there. So if you just go 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. I nearly said a tickly under there then, Frey. Now know that we got 3 steps of 2 courses of bricks from that level up here to be able to get to our finished destination height wise. So what you've got to establish then, so that's your riser. Now your tread, you need to see then, work out to see if the tread is the bit you step on, okay? So you need to find out what size tread you're going to use. We tend to find in landscaping that the ideal tread for people to walk up, the people are most comfortable with, and the one that looks nice to the eye, it looks nice as well aesthetically, is a 450 tread, 450 millimeters, right? So we measured from here 450, 450 and 450, which was 3.5, wasn't it? Yeah, 3.5, and that takes us to around about here. So those 3 steps, 450, 450, 450, and then you've got the 2 courses, another 2 courses, another 2 courses. So height. So what we've done now, we've worked out our heights and we've worked out our depths, how far it's going to be, how long it's going to be, okay? So that'll come to here, all right? So you spray that out on the ground, and that's basically now what you're working to. Why, you may ask, did I dig this out at an angle? Well, I dug it out roughly, I dug it out to my experience, to where I thought it was going to be, because the more you dig out, the more you've got to build up. So we'll concrete now, as you'll see us doing, on top of here, and build the steps, and we'll show you what it looks like as it's going along. And then the last tread will come along and it'll finish around about here somewhere, which gives us a nice wide path then to be able to access up to the decking up the top. So that's it all set. I hope you understand it. I tried to make it simple. Morning. Got calcific tendonitis in my shoulder. If anybody's ever had that, leave them in the comments below of what you did, because it's absolutely killing me. Sympathy in the comments, please. Now you're all going to slander me now and tell me I'm a fat bloody idiot, and you. Anyway, so this is what we've done with the concrete foundations. This is kind of my way of doing it. As I say, I just dug this out roughly. If you dig all this out level, you can do it, but there's a lot of building up to do and a lot of materials and a lot of work that goes into to doing it. What you need to make sure is, as you get down to this side of it, the concrete's at its thickest, and as it comes up towards closer to me, the concrete there is very, very thin. So you can't lay bricks on that because the concrete's too thin, sorry. So you would only ever be able to lay up to about by here, which is about, it's only like a brick. and then we've got to go up and step it up again. Right, we're underway then. So as you can see, I run out, every time I run out or I get below, start to go lower than the 4 inches of concrete, I put another chunk of concrete there. So I'll probably build up now to about here, put another step in it, and then put another chunk of concrete. And that's how we go up the banking, and that's why I done it coming down as a slope. You can use the slope to your advantage to just go up it as we're doing. So there we are, that's where we are with it so far. Keep watching and it'll you'll see it how it all develops. It's getting there, bit of a process. So you can see the blue lines, 1, 2, 3, so that's the 4th step up there, this being the first one. We've got the steps marked out on the side. Look, you can see these red lines there, there, and at the top, all red lines marked out. Same that side, X marks the spot where the steps are going to go. And then we got to continue it around up there, across, and then this is going to come out as a landing to here, and then you go down the steps. So it's getting there. But where are we going now, Frey?
Boom.
It's difficult to film this. I can't get myself in there, and Fraser in there as well, because obviously you know Fraser's a bit fat. So continuing up, let me show you from the start. So there we are, it's going up the banking. Banking's perfect. So we've got the return going around now, and then what'll happen, this is 900 millimeters here, so we can have that from there to there, 900, and then the idea is they come out, walk down here, and then they don't go down the step. There's like a little landing to bring them forward, and then they come down the steps. That's the decking, that's completely separate, but we do have to think about this step here, which we haven't priced for, so we'll get to that. We're going to put a brick and edge around here now, take this wall out to the 900, and then start building these steps next. So Fraser's just showing you the walls now. We got these ends, bricks, we'll order these so that you won't see the holes. So there's 10 of them all the way around the job. So all the brickwork is up, barring those end bricks. The steps are done. So basically those lines you saw on the wall represented where the steps were going to go. So we got 450 treads, 150 risers, 4 steps in total, including the bottom one, as I said. There's 900 width, and there's 900 width up there with a little bit of a landing coming round. So I think it's worked out pretty good. That brick on edge at the top over there, that bit is completely level with that bit on the left hand side. The garden's got some nice balance. Once these end bricks are gone on, I think it'll look really, really nice. Next job now, Monday, is to fill all this up, and then it'll be ready for porcelain. So hope you've enjoyed the video, another educational one. Me and Fraser, as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm talking very, very quickly because we want to go home. So have a lovely weekend wherever you are in the world. Please like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.